You know lodestones? They're pretty useless, right? Well, for the last month or so, I've been trying to make them not useless by creating a long-range teleportation device that uses them. And by now, I think it's time to move on. So today I'll show you my go-to designs for the Waystone teleporter. But first, an explanation. Okay, so I'm going to try and explain this as clear as I can. When you have a lodestone compass in Minecraft, like this one I now have in my inventory, it will point to a lodestone. Now, this lodestone, it's this position, these exact coordinates, right? It has to be this spot. If I put it into a chest, okay, it will stay locked onto the position, and then even if I break the lodestone, it will still stay on that position until I then take it out and put it in my inventory. Then it turns into this like broken compass that spins around. Now here you can see this copper golem is holding a lodestone compass that is pointing to this lodestone, right? These guys are similar to the player in the sense that they update the data of the compass, and so if you break it, the compass starts spinning, right? Now we can use this to our advantage. They are one of the only mobs in the game that does this. And we can use this to our advantage in a device like this, where this copper golem here is cycling a lodestone compass like this, and it is going in a little loop here. But then when we break this lodestone, the compass will fall from this copper chest into an item filter like this, which we can then detect and get a redstone signal from. But this lodestone has to be in this specific spot. It can't just be anywhere in the world like that. It has to be in a specific position to update the compass. Now this is a bit easier to observe in some of my older designs, as you can see here, but as we get further into the future, it's a bit harder to see. But essentially what this device allows us to do is teleport between chosen places almost instantly, and these can be any distance apart. They're easy to restock and can last a long time without doing so. And generally, this type of wireless redstone has few downsides. It works in all dimensions but not between them, and it works in both multiplayer and single player. It also doesn't rely on any bugs, unlike most other wireless redstones. Now at this point you might be wondering which one of my designs you should choose for your Minecraft world. And the most obvious answer would be the most recent one, which is correct, sorta. This design is extremely compact and features a sleek 5x8 design that is one wide AB tileable. However, there are a couple of downsides. It's a lot more complex than it needs to be. People that want to understand this better might prefer some of my older designs, but there's a bigger issue. This guy. Because the copper golem has only been in the game for a few months, players in older versions are unable to use this new tech. So as my final commitment to this device, I decided to make a version that could be used in older updates of the game. And here it is. This time using dolphins instead of copper golems. It works similarly to my other devices, but this time using a dropper loop instead. It's tileable like my old designs, but not that compact, because of this pulse extender at the bottom. It also requires separate nether portal chunk loaders, unlike my other designs that use ender pearls. However, this design is surprisingly fast in comparison to my other designs. It also features a much nicer UI, with both the input and output barrels being on the same side, and also a lever to turn the machine on and off. Best part is, this version of the machine works in all updates, 1.16 and onwards. This means that any players stuck on versions before 1.21.10 now have access to this Waystone technology. So to summarise the video, most players should be using the one wide tileable version. People who want to understand the machine better should be using my older Mk4 version. And lastly, people still using older game versions should use my Dolphin teleporter. There will be schematics in the description for all of these designs.